Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily tarot reading. So today we are taking a look at what is being hidden, and as always only take the messages that are meant for you and leave what isn't yours for someone else to enjoy. Okay, right, so what is going on for our collective? What is the energy of our collective at this point in time? Okay, so that Three of Cups, it really did want to come out, but the way that it wanted to come out, it was kind of stuck. So I feel that the message here for you guys is you're probably taking a closer look at the individuals that you're associated with right now, with that being the Three of Cups. And really sort of analysing, okay, are these people healthy for me? Do I still feel connected to these people? You know, just really sort of looking at who it is that you're associating with on a regular basis. And, you know, you're probably picking up that some of these people you no longer click with. Do you know what I mean? And you've also got the Magician. Yeah, the King of Wands and the Devil. Like, literally, I didn't even know that that devil was there. I was purely going by the characteristics of this card and how it wanted to come out, but it was stuck. Do you know what I mean? And I feel that that's a really strong metaphor for what you're going through at this point in time. You're wanting to sort something out, but you feel stuck. You feel tied to something here. Really complicated situation. But again, your desire to sort something out, your desire to take action is really, really strong with the Magician and the King of Wands. So I'm needing to clarify this Devil, because it is bookending this energy. Your Three of Cups and the Devil. Like these are bookends, right? So that's going to be the most forefront issue for you at this point in time. Who it is you're associated with. Are they healthy? It's possible that somebody could be dealing with an addiction here. Not necessarily yourself, but somebody that you're analysing at the moment. They could be addicted to something. And there's always this concern about the ripple effects. I don't know if you can see the ripples. There's ripples on that card. You're concerned about the ripple effects of their addiction and how that's going to affect you long term. Okay, let's take a closer look. What's going on with that Devil? What's going on with that Devil energy for our collective? And it's right next to the King of Wands as well, which is really telling. So whenever the Devil comes out next to a King of Wands, a Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, it tells me that somebody has quite possibly got a porn addiction. Okay, it's someone who puts a lot of emphasis on sexual matters. Someone who just wants to put their end away, you know. Can you tell us about this Devil? What's going on? It's off balance. The King of Pentacles off balance. Yeah, there's materialism here as well. Okay, so the mask has slipped. And it's like, you cannot unsee that, you know. Someone's mask has slipped for you here, definitely. They've revealed themselves to be really materialistic, very, very selfish, controlling as well, with the Emperor coming out. There's heavy masculine energy in this read. Really heavy masculine energy. So if you identify as being more in your masculine energy right now, this could be someone else's assumption of you, okay? Or this could be someone's correct opinion of you, you know. If you know that you have been materialistic and controlling of late, then that is basically exactly how others are seeing you right now. Or you could be dealing with a masculine who is doing this, Okay, you could be dealing with a masculine who is coming across as being selfish, controlling, dominating, pushy, materialistic, and only really caring about getting their end away. Okay, I can't mince my words with this. I mean, you can all see the cards coming out anyway, so you know. If I was to beat around the bush, I would literally be wasting everyone's time. Yeah, the Knight of Cups off centre. The Knight of Cups in the upright is someone who's driven by love, is someone who's driven by doing the right thing. A Knight of Cups off centre, and particularly in this context as well of the Devil, Emperor, King of Coins off centre. It's an individual who basically is a bit of a Don Juan. Who will say and or do anything basically to get their own way. It's emotional manipulation here. Okay, so definitely do be cautious of this individual. It's coming out in your energy because you already have your suspicions. You could just be looking for some kind of confirmation or clarification. Okay, now this could be an individual that someone else that you love and care for is dealing with, a person of this nature, a person of this character. And you could be sort of sitting on the fence here going, do you know what, should I tell them that I've clocked this person that they're dealing with for this, that and the next? Should I tell them what they've said? Should I tell them what I saw them doing? If so, then that is going to be a really difficult situation for you, because you're going to be like slap bang in the middle, and that's an uncomfortable situation. It's a complicated one. I would say for this, someone is being love bombed, okay, and while they're being love bombed by this individual, they're not going to listen to reason, okay, because they're caught up in the fantasy of it. Knight of Cups off centre. And that's what you need to bear in mind. Whenever you're trying to speak sense to someone, consider the situation, okay? Think back, have you ever been in a situation like that yourself before as well? And did you or would you have listened to another person trying to warn you? Do you know what I mean? Especially when someone is currently being love bombed like this, they're not going to listen to anyone else, and in fact anyone else, they're just going to be looked upon as being interfering. They're going to be looked upon in not a good light, basically. You might even get accused of being jealous or spiteful or something, okay? Because again, when you're in the thick of it and someone's declaring their undying love, do you know what I mean? It's like, how can you get them to see sense? You're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to. I mean, there's a really dangerous individual here. Really, really dangerous, because they're so flipping manipulative. And they're really good at it as well. Like, that is someone who's got a lot of experience in manipulating others, in getting others to fall in love with them, you know, as a form of controlling them, basically. So this individual, they're well versed, they're well practiced in what it is that they do. And the thing is, somehow they're in your energy. I just can't quite figure out how they're in your energy. I'm hoping that you're not the one that's currently being love bombed by this person right now, but I can't rule it out either. Okay, it's possible that they could be love bombing you. So again, with it being a general reading, you know, be smart, be smart. If the pieces of the puzzle click together for you naturally, then it's your reading. If you have to, you know, sit there and try and force the pieces to fit, then the chances are high that it's not going to be your reading, and you can just move on with your day. Simple, right? Let's clarify this Three of Cups. What's going on with that Three of Cups for our collective, please? Yeah, Nine of Wands in the reverse. That's like breaking down barriers, trying to get someone to break down their barriers. You see, the thing is, someone here has got their guard up. Someone here has clocked this person for their true nature, and their true nature is not nice. And so the response from this not nice individual is to try and get you to put your guard down, to try and get you to trust them. It's further manipulation, basically. This could also be someone trying to convince you, oh, don't give up on me, don't give up on us. Yeah, 7 of Cups off center. Confusion. Wondering if you've done the right thing. Wondering if you've drawn the correct conclusion about this person. Looking for some kind of validation. What's the outside influences, please? 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. What else? For the outside influences. 4 of Wands. It feels like pressure. I'm getting this weird pressure running across my forehead. Certain other people are putting pressure on you somehow. They're putting pressure on you. It's kind of like making snidey comments about, oh, you're not married yet. Oh, you're not moved in yet. Oh, you're not this, that and the next yet. Oh, you're not having a baby yet. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of pressure. 9 of Coins, 4 of Wands. It's the pressure to conform to other people's timetables. The pressure to conform to what it is that they had achieved at your age type thing. It's that kind of pressure. So instead of other people respectfully understanding that you're on your own journey, that you're making decisions in your own life, they're making snidey comments such as, oh, by the time I was your age, I was married and I had my second child and I'd bought a house, yada, yada, yada. And the list goes on. You know, is very, very disrespectful. Really disrespectful, especially when you consider the fact that, you know, the people that are making those comments, life was really different. Life was really different. You know, you could buy a house, a car, and have at least one family holiday a year off of one income. You can't do that anymore. That's not a thing anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. People are barely scraping by on 2 full-time incomes, and they're not living outside their own means either. And that's a fact. So you've got to keep that in mind as well. When they're applying this pressure to you, you've got to keep that in mind as well, that their experiences are so different to your experiences. Maybe even verbally remind them of that. If they're going to be crossing over into your side of the road anyway, tell them to get back in their own fucking lane. And if you want to give them reasons, there you go. There's the reasons. Times were much different when they achieved this, that, and the next. That doesn't mean that you're a failure, but they're applying this pressure. And the worst of it is, what I can see here, is people are actually applying the pressure onto you and actively encouraging for you to stick it out with an individual who, I'm sorry, is dangerous. I told you, I don't beat around the bush. The Devil, King of Coins off center. Emperor, Knight of Cups off center. That's a dangerous individual. And you've got people outside of you applying the pressure to get married, have a family, move in, yada yada yada, all the rest of it, with a dangerous asshole. What's this Magician? Thank you. Okay, I was waiting for instructions there. It's off center. Knight of Swords, off center. That is one half of the story. A Knight of Swords off center. Half truths, half stories, half information, missing information. Oh, it's all coming out now. Six, all of these cards are coming out off center. Six of Wands, Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. These are actually reversed. Six of Cups, Three of Swords, Knight of Cups, reversed. Oh, that's the one that I picked up from there. It's because you had so many cards that came out. This is a bad idea. Six of Wands, Queen of Coins, off center is a bad idea. Pursuing this connection, this situation or relationship any further is a bad idea. It would lead down a path of great unhappiness here. Maybe this is something that's already played out. It's played out in the past, and perhaps you're considering, okay, now it's time for me to break free from this. Now it's time for me to leave this. Six of Cups in the reversed position. It's not great. That's falling into the trap of nostalgia. That's basically trying to make something work just for the sake of, oh, well, you know, I've already invested X amount of years of my life into this. I've got to stick it out now. I've got to keep going. And your Three of Swords in the reverse is actually about recovery. So you're being told that you can and you will recover from this. You absolutely will recover from this. This could also be somebody from your past that's trying to get back together with you, but they're still toxic, they're still dangerous, they're still manipulative. Again, so be cautious, especially because this is a general read, okay? Just be cautious of this individual. So what's being hidden from you? Six of Cups in the upright, Six of Swords, Death, Knight of Wands. There's a cheat here. That's what's being hidden. There's a cheat. This one is dealing with multiple people, not just for you. They're dealing with multiple people. Now you could be, or you could be dealing with, or they could be dealing with Scorpio. There's heavy Scorpio energy here. Aquarius and Sagittarius. You've basically got somebody attempting to go back to a person from their past, and that's what's being hidden from you. Is this one here. They've been telling you one thing, or they will be telling you one thing, and then they're telling this other person another thing. This is the energy of someone who's playing both sides of the fence at the exact same time. This is someone who is loyal to nobody. This is someone who only ever puts themselves first. What's going on with this energy? What's going on with death? Thank you. The person that they are trying to go back to behind your back is not actually interested in them at all. So they're about to make a massive fool of themselves. Massive fool of themselves. The person from that's the thing. I feel that there's been triangulation that's gone on here as well. This individual has been deliberately setting you up against other people, and one of the other people that they've been trying to triangulate you against is this person right here from their past that they're currently trying to get back with. The person from their past knows exactly what they're like, and that's why they're not interested in them at all. What's this? Oh, didn't even get to ask. The Hermit off center for the Knight of Wands. Yeah, they've probably already sent them out a message, but it's been ignored. It's been ignored from the other individual. There's potentially even this individual here blaming you for the fact that this individual from their past is no longer speaking to them. You're getting the blame for that somehow. Hermit off center. Yeah. I mean, look at all this past energy coming out. You've got Six of Swords twice. You've got Six of Cups out twice. This horrible individual is trying to have a do-over with someone from their past behind your back. And it's not going to happen. Five of Cups. It's not going to happen. What's this Six of Cups in the hidden energy? Thank you. Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I told you they weren't interested. The third person is not interested in this toxic one. Not even remotely. You're being played. Somebody is being played. Now either you're being played and you suspect you're being played, but we're still a bit unsure, or somebody that you love and care for is being played by this individual and you know about it. And you're the one that has the information, but doesn't want to be the one to deliver bad news here. You're either on one side of the fence or the other. Either this is happening to you or you're witnessing this happening to somebody that you love. What's a possible outcome here, please, for our collective? Well, that was close. Ten of Wands off center. You're being told, whatever side of the fence you're on for this one, you're being told it's not your problem either way. It seems a bit brutal, especially for those where it's resonating on the side of this is happening to somebody that I love and I have to tell them but I can't tell them. That message is going to seem really fucking brutal, right? I get it, I understand. But again, you've also got the other things to take into account as well. That this is someone who's basically a professional, you know, professional love fraud or some shit. So the person that you care about is not going to listen. They're just likely going to end up attacking you. So they're not your problem. If this is an individual that you're currently dealing with, and you've clocked that they are trying to go behind your back in favour of getting back together with somebody from their past, you know, potentially cheating on you, same message. They're not your problem. This is the energy of let the trash take itself out. And the most likely outcome is the trash is going to take itself out. Most likely outcome here, please. Another stuck one. The Lovers. How interesting. Another stuck one, and it's the Lovers. So this individual it's showing me that this individual, they're not going to be successful with the person that they've currently got their sights set on, which is that person from the past, because that's completely a one-sided situation. They might, however, end up being successful with somebody completely brand new, with somebody who doesn't know what they're really like, with someone who doesn't realize that they're being manipulated. But then that frees you up to go and find a healthy connection with someone new as well, with someone who is genuinely going to love and appreciate you. They're reversed. Yeah, the Chariot's reversed and a Page of Cups reversed. So they're on a loop. They're on a loop. They're cycling through old contacts. That's what they're doing. Man, this person is insane. So when they realize that they're not getting anywhere with cycling through their old contacts, having a bit of a quick fling here with someone brand new who doesn't yet realize what they're truly like, but they find out quick enough, because guess what the most likely outcome is? This toxic asshole comes cycling round back to you. Chariot and the Page of Cups in the reversed position. Maybe they recently have cycled back round to you and this is already all played out. So again, take it as it resonates. This person, they're not likely to change. So if they have recently come back, understand that they're cycling through their old contacts. That's what they're doing. Ace of Swords, yeah. That's the God's honest truth. Four of Pentacles, they're still selfish. Yeah, they're definitely still selfish. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Swords and the Moon. It's a cycle. They're cycling back round. Still as selfish as what they ever were. Still communicating with people late at night when everyone else is asleep. Crazy. What else for our collective? What else for our collective? Forgiveness sets you free. It keeps you from hanging on to what was never meant to be. Yeah, you were never meant to be with this person. At least not long term anyway. Now, the topic of forgiveness. It's not my place to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. Especially when it comes down to issues of forgiveness. Forgiveness is what you make it. Okay? I always say it's about self-forgiveness. Forgiveness of self is what you should be making a priority. Forgiving yourself for not have known any better at the time. Forgiving yourself for have fallen for their bullshit in the first place. In the second place, in the third place, or however many times you fell for their bullshit. Self-forgiveness goes a long, long way. You're stepping into your highest divine life path. Yeah, let this person go. Let them go. If all you're doing is waiting for the really big moments, you won't value and appreciate the small ones. So value and appreciate your own successes day by day. Even if that just means getting out of your bed at a reasonable time in the morning, that's a success that needs to be celebrated. You know, especially for those who have got certain mental issues going on or certain physical issues going on. The simple act, well, what would be a simple act for most people could be the equivalent of a marathon for others, right? Even the littlest successes day by day, that's worth you acknowledging and worth you celebrating. And consider the accumulative effect of all of these little successes as well. It all accumulates into being the bigger moments. Okay. What's under there? There's more to know than what... Yeah. There's more to know than what you currently know. This is not a trustworthy individual, not by a long shot. That's scum. Scum does that to people. Absolute scum. What else for our collective, please? Thank you. Manifest the fuck out of your dreams. Yeah. The most vulnerable thing to admit to is not your deepest wound, but it's what you really truly want. We're talking your biggest, crazy-assest dreams and desires. Be vulnerable, at least with yourself. Write that shit down, make a to-do list, and maybe even tell someone, make it happen, you can do this. Yeah, it's time for you to manifest the fuck out of your dreams. Okay, you've got to start making yourself a priority, because too many years have gone by with you making this POS a priority, and where's it gotten you? You have a healing message for our collective, please. Okay. The Sorcerer. Right, so this one is number 48. Right. Okay, so it says, this is the source of dark power. The sorcerer represents the destructive aspect of the human psyche and the self-centered behavior that harms others. What the actual fuck? And in case anyone thinks I'm mucking you around or making it up or anything, it's right there. I cannot make it up. It symbolizes the unconscious beliefs and ideas that foster separation, conflict, and scarcity. So whoever that individual is, they suffer massively from the grass is greener thinking. When the sorcerer enters your circle, you're being called to look at how your beliefs around scarcity and self-centered fear manifest in your world. Examine the destructive part of your psyche that misuses power or harbors feelings of resentment, vengeance, lust, greed, bigotry, or hatred. Perhaps you've harmed someone because of these dark tendencies. So again, take it as it resonates, okay? If so, all is not lost. You have only forgotten that all beings are interconnected and the universe is abundant. The sorcerer arrives to challenge you to change your thinking. You're given a second chance. Correct your course and practice not blaming others for the darkness that lives inside of you. Make peace with it and choose another way. The medicine. Have you been feeling out of sorts because you've been faced with your own character flaws and the pain that you inflict on others when you're out of alignment? Radical self-acceptance is called for now. You must reconcile these darker aspects of your nature so that you don't behave irresponsibly and cause more harm to yourself and the ones that you love. It's time to come out of denial and accept responsibility for your words and deeds. When you meet the energy of the sorcerer with humility, this destructive power transforms into grace, which you can use in service to the highest good. Perhaps it's time to make amends. Do it, it'll set you free from the shadows and let you step into the light. Yeah, so a few different ways that you can read that. Number one, you could be self-identifying as being this individual who is struggling with that whole grass is greener outlook on life, okay? So it would apply for you that way. This could also apply in the way of you're the one that's going through this, and because of the shit that this person's done to you and put you through, it has made you think in ways that you wouldn't normally think. You know, it's made you cold and distant to other people. It's made you horrible to other people, all because of the way that this person has been treating you. Okay, so you can read it that way as well. I mean, if you just sit with the message, you're going to know for who that message resonates for and how it resonates for them. Okay. Mostly it's about being aware of the darkness that everybody is capable of. But obviously not everyone takes action on their darkest thoughts, do they? See, that's the difference between people and monsters. Yeah, it's a bit of a shadow work reading. A bit of a shadow work message at the end of that reading for you. Okay. I mean, that was quite deep there at the end, but that is what I have for you guys. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful for someone. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you did like it and you're wanting to see more. Information on how you can book a personal reading with me, that can be found in my description box below, along with other many useful links. It's all down there in my description. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.